So Rush Limbaugh wanted to respond to the filibuster reform. Let's listen to what he says, and then I want to come back and explain a couple things.
I mean, Obama's feeling pretty good right now because he just, folks, I mean, there's no other way to put this. He gets to play dictator now with judicial nominees. That's
right.
Really what that means.
That's right.
He gets to play dictator.
Oh, yeah, dictator. 51 votes beating 49 votes. What a dictator. Again, that's all this does. The nuclear option is totally not nuclear. In fact, the real nuclear option was what the system was before, when the Republicans said, you need 60 votes to pass anything. If you want to sneeze in Congress, 60 votes. You need the approval, 60 votes. Yeah, but what happened to democracy? What happened to 51 beating 49? The majority wins, right? But no, now the Democrats decided to be somewhat sane. And again, this just changes it in specific cases. So for appointing judges, appointing circuit court judges and heading the EPA, FDA, federal agencies. Ordinary legislation, they still have that ridiculous 60-vote threshold. Supreme Court nominees still have the 60-vote threshold. So to call this dictatorial is absurd. If anything, the Republicans who just demanded 60 votes for everything, that's like being a dictator. Not 51 beating 49. By the laws of math, it's not the Democrats who are the dictators. But also, again, look, I kind of understand why there's so many people who are just so turned off by politics. And my father was one of them. He's since passed away. He passed away a while ago. But I always used to have conversations with him because I was always into politics. And I would always, he never voted. And I'd be like, why don't you vote? That's crazy. My mother always voted. And he would just say, look, I think they're all liars. I think they're all corrupt. And, I get it. And that point of view is certainly correct. It certainly makes sense. I don't think you should dismiss the system just in one fell swoop and say, that's it, I'm giving up. But I get that position. You should really dive in and try to change it, but I get it, right? But here's a perfect example of exactly what speaks to that point. Rush Limbaugh said, quote, this is back in 2005. The Constitution says nothing about this. The Constitution says simple majority wins, 51 votes. That was back when the Democrats did one filibuster. The Republicans do for everything. The Democrats did one filibuster of one judicial nominee. Rush Limbaugh lost it. 51 obviously wins. What do you mean you can't block it? They have 51 votes. But now when you flip the script, now all of a sudden Obama's a dictator for saying 51 votes should win. And look, it's not, to be fair, it is not just the right-wingers who are guilty of this. Let's be honest here. I saw Mediaite had a video earlier. Joe Biden on the floor of the Senate in 2005 ranting about how don't go nuclear, saying that to the Republicans. And look, back then, hey, I'm sorry, man, but it's true. 51 votes should always beat 49 votes. I don't care what party is in power. I disagree with the Republicans on policy, but 51 beats 49. It's called math. So there's hypocrisy from Joe Biden. There's hypocrisy from Rush Limbaugh. All of Fox News is going to be oozing hypocrisy from their eyeballs for the next week.